Today, we take a deep dive into the 2025 Land Rover Defender V8, a vehicle that blends rugged heritage with modern luxury and performance, offering one of the most potent versions of the Defender range. On the outside, the Defender retains its unmistakable silhouette. Upright stance, strong wheel arches, a spare wheel on the tailgate depending on market, and the blend of purposeful off-road looks with premium finishes. The V8 variant lifts the game further with larger wheels, upgraded brakes, and V8 badging, giving you a sense that underneath the familiar boxy shell lies something more serious than the standard model. Moving under the bonnet, you'll find the heart of the matter. For the V8 versions, the previous 5.0-liter supercharged V8 still features in some variants, supplying around 493 horsepower and 461 pound-feet of torque in the 130 V8 version, as one review notes. And in the top slice Octa variant, a twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8 producing up to around 626 horsepower and 590 pound-feet or more takes center stage. Mated to an 8-speed automatic and full-time all-wheel drive with Land Rover's off-road pedigree hardware, locking differentials, low-range transfer case, air suspension options, terrain modes, this Defender V8 is built to control both pavement and the wild stuff. In real-world performance tests, the heavier Defender with V8 still managed strong acceleration. For example, a test with a 518 horsepower V8 version of the Defender 90 hit 60 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds. When driving, you feel the surge of power the moment you bury the throttle. There is a distinctive V8 soundtrack, a heft in the body, but surprisingly well-controlled dynamics for such a large vehicle. The steering is described as concise and well-weighted in one review of the Defender V8, and body control is beautifully controlled for a heavy SUV. On-road, the ride and handling impress. Despite the size and the tall ride height, reviewers note the Defender is composed, comfortable, and confident, not bouncing around like some older off-roaders. That said, the V8 variants do come with trade-offs. Fuel economy is modest. One review quotes for the V8 110 variant around 14 miles per gallon city, 19 miles per gallon highway and US tests. The heavy weight, often more than 2.5 tons, means you feel it in tighter turns, and it's not as agile as a lighter SUV. In off-road mode though, the Defender V8 shows its true purpose. Thanks to the terrain response system, selectable driving modes, and generous ground clearance up to around 291 millimeters with air suspension per autocar, and approach and departure angles that are impressive, the Defender is genuinely capable in difficult terrain. One review summed it up. Off-road, the Defender is not just a very capable car, but also a supremely easy one to drive. Inside the cabin, the feel is upscale, yet rugged. Land Rover has blended soft-touch luxury materials with purposeful design cues such as exposed structural beams, grab handles, rugged textures. One feature, a magnesium beam running full width of dash, is not purely cosmetic. The infotainment system is modern. The PV Pro interface offers a large touchscreen, smartphone integration, over-the-ear updates, but reviewers caution some controls take getting used to. Rear seat space depends on the body style. The 90, the two-door, is the most compact. The 110 offers good practicality. The 130 is enormous with third-row seating, but inevitably compromises cargo space when all seats are used. On the subject of practicality, cargo room in the 90 and 110 models is considered limited compared to some rivals. Pricing and value, the Defender is a premium product. For example, Car and Driver lists 2025 Defender starting at around US $58,525 and going up to around $169,425 US dollars, depending on trim and options. The V8 variants will sit at the top end of that range and will carry considerable cost, both purchase price and running costs. For buyers in Bangladesh or other markets where import duty and local taxes apply, those costs will likely be very high. So the question becomes, who is this car for? The 2025 Defender V8 is for those who want serious capability off-road, but also demand luxury and V8 character. It is as much a performance statement as a go-anywhere SUV. If you intend to stay mostly in the city or on motorway and rarely venture into real off-road terrain, the practicality versus cost trade-off will be worth assessing. Among the strong points, iconic design with modern luxury, genuine off-road hardware and capability, strong V8 performance and character, versatile body styles and luxury appointments. Among the weaker points, fuel economy and running costs, size and bulk in daily driving and parking, cargo space limitations in some body styles, high price and strong depreciation risk given luxury off-road vehicles. In summary, the 2025 Defender V8 is a remarkable machine that blends heritage, performance, and modern luxury in a large SUV package. If you have the budget, space, and use for its strengths, and accept its compromises, it offers a unique ownership proposition. The kind of SUV that can shuttle your family, take you off the beaten path, and still deliver dramatic V8 performance and presence. If your daily use is more modest or fuel economy is a high priority, then stepping down to a lesser engine in the Defender range might make sense. Either way, the Defender V8 remains a standout in its class, and for many enthusiasts, it will hit the sweet spot where capability, character, and luxury meet.